So we're super proud of the FIX8 bucket. It's been designed in the UK, manufactured in the UK. We take the raw materials and produce the bucket from high quality materials where we can keep control of the manufacturing process so that every customer receives the best possible quality of product. And it's got loads of features and benefits that are specific to car washing, where other people's products, they've repurposed a food container or paint tub, added a grit guard and then said it's a car washing bucket. Well, this one specifically is ground up design car washing bucket. The FIX8 bucket is a 4.4 gallon or 16.8 litre, which is much more appropriate for the correct level of dilution of cleaning chemicals relative to the water. So you're delivering to the car the right amount of product rather than over diluting. So starting from a position of looking at the products that are already in the market, there were some significant shortcomings and I wanted to improve that. So the first thing was, I noticed that as you filled the bucket up, the grit guard would float up or spin round. So we designed the bucket with geometry so that the grit guard cannot rotate. Once the grit guard's in, it's fixed from a rotational point of view. In addition to it not rotating, the material that we chose is nylon, and nylon will sink in water rather than float like a lot of the polypropylene grit guards that are available on the market, and that's why they're floating up and this one stays on the bottom, in addition to the mechanical fixing that is holding it down and stopping it from rotating. You'll also notice the fins on the outside of the grit guard. They direct the water flow. The design of the bucket around the edge, on the outside and on the inside, is working together with the grit guard to create a channel that directs the water. And once we can direct the water, we can direct it anywhere we like. So we have fitted 8 neodymium magnets into the bottom of the bucket. Those magnets, when the water flows past them, attracts any metal particles that are within that wash water. By trapping the metal particles, we keep them away from the wash mitt. And if they're not in the wash mitt, then you're not delivering them back to the car. And if you're delivering them back to the car, that's where you've got the most likelihood of causing swirl marks. So the bucket is designed to protect the paint finish through metal filtration and a much more efficient design of grit guard to keep the grit particles under the grit guard and not projecting them back up into your wash mitt. Another great feature of the FIX8 bucket is the vortex disrupting cone. What that does is it prevents any vortexes from forming by putting the wash mitt in and out. You create the swirl and that will whip up to the middle of the vortex any grit or sediment that's in there. The cone in the bottom of the bucket disrupts that, so the vortex is unable to form. It kind of falls off the side of that peak, which again helps to keep the grit underneath the grit guard rather than pushing it back up into your wash mitt. When it comes to cleaning out the bucket, a quick rinse with the jet wash is all that's necessary. All the corners are rounded in there, so rather than having square edges to try and clean out, you've got nice rounded edges. Once you've washed the car, you will have metal particles attracted to the magnet surfaces. Just using the jet wash, give it a good rinse and it'll all come off no problem. So there's really no reason to take the magnets out, but if you needed to, they do just clip off and just snap back in. So looking at the range, we have the wheel wash bucket, which is a clear bucket and denoted by the black indicator. Then we've got the rinse bucket, obviously in our signature purple with the red indicator. And we have the wash bucket, which is denoted by the green indicator. So no matter where you're looking at the bucket from, you will always see which one is your wash and which one is your rinse. The 2-bucket method reduces the risk of scratches by keeping soapy water separate from rinse water. It also ensures cleaner wash water and a more effective clean. So this basic technique, combined with our innovative grit guard and iron guards, you've given another level of protection to your car washing routine.